Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so today on the shuffle, I am being guided to pull cards on what do the divine counterparts need to know about this path at this time. Okay, so we get sovereignty, autonomy, happy, healthy home, abundance, and equal give and take, prosperity and growth with a tower. This is a card of wish fulfillment and this is a card of commitment. They're both in the reverse. So it's like keep an open mind. What we once thought would equal prosperity and growth is being turned on its head. The things that we used to wish for, that we were committed to, that we thought were going to come to us, owed to us, due to us, expected, as the foundations of the world are changing over, those things are not the, I'm hearing be careful what you wish for, you might just get it, and you don't always get what you want, but what you need. So these things are no longer needed for the particular stage of human evolution and development. We're now getting things that are truly beneficial for prosperity and growth and advancement, not necessarily in the packages that we thought. And in this age of mastery, we are far more well equipped to find these things in ourselves than we once were, in new ways. So that does not mean that we are not meant to be in relationships. That means we show up differently in them. That does not mean that we're not supposed to connect deeply in relationships. It's our way of connecting is now different. Our ways of committing, our ways of organizing, our ways of having equality are not producing the same relationship dynamics or templates as they used to. There's a lot more freedom, independence, sovereignty, autonomy, and a lot more ability to give and take freely, equally, beneficially, instead of have an imbalance or a codependency. So if relationships are not easily coming together, if they're not following the expected norms, this is the reason for it, twins. It's so that there can be more of a baseline of balance, so people aren't going to lose themselves into relationships, basically. So let's get a card on each of the feminine and the masculine for that. What do the masculines need to know at this time about new age relationships? What can we see for the masculines? Okay, we literally get Blue Star of Hope, Ascension, Surrender, Purification, and Orion Stargate, Power, Authority, Influence, and Ambition. So there is a deeper mission, divine masculines. There's more of a contribution. As you rise up into more of your purpose, more of your, I want to hear divinely, or want to say divinely given power, authority, to be a thought leader, an influencer, based on what you've overcome, your karmic path, your torch, your ascension path, whatever that has been, whatever the challenges are, divine masculines, that you have risen up through, that is what you're being asked and ushered into the service with. So it's about surrendering to that. It's like when an author is told, write about what you know. That is exactly this kind of advice, divine masculines. Let's get a little bit more on that. How are the masculines? Wow, we're getting the commitment card in the reverse again. There is a shifting of priorities here. You're meant to rest right now, divine masculines, because the things that you thought you needed to commit to, the ways that you thought you needed to earn money, the ways that you were being streamlined in the past is turning on their head. And there's a whole new purification, a whole different criteria, a different affinity, a different alignment that you didn't see coming. It is not foreign to you though. It's more core, more essential, more innate, more integrated than you thought. It's less out there. It's less of what the world would expect from you. It's more central to who you really are. And if you're not understanding what it is yet, Divine Masculines, it's going to be so much of a pleasant surprise when you do connect with it, because it's an extension of your true, authentic self. It is like your divinely given set of gifts, talents. It's the true self. Okay, what can we see for the Divine Feminines in this energy of switching over to a more equal give and take in relationships? We are getting spectrum generator, reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization. Wow, okay, so Divine Feminines, just by being a high priestess energy, you've been witnessing so many of these frequencies. Many have been on this twin flame journey now for years, a couple of years. There are many just waking up to it. But think of all the processing, the understanding, the witnessing and transmuting in the name of love, all of the different worldly ways of assessing rights and wrongs and do's and don'ts and shoulds and shouldn'ts. And now look at how balanced you've become. Look at how grounded and wise and accommodating and unconditionally loving and joyful. So you are stabilizing in this now. This is a new priority for you. This was something that in the past we accidentally were taught to try and seek that stability from a partner. You found it within yourself, or you're well on your way, Divine Feminines. So this reprogramming that we don't need to, I want to say, cleave to a partner for that we can find it in ourselves, in our core. And how is that showing up for the feminines? We're getting the Lovers, integration. You're finding your path through, your unique path through the confusion. So this is giving you the most clarity you've ever had in your life, and it's not out of alignment with a higher truth. It is that kind of path through the midst of things that you can depend on, that you know resonates for you. It's the good on your own, but even more exponential in combination kind of energy. Okay, let's get into daily Divine Masculine reading. So where are the Divine Masculines at this time? How are they thinking about their divine counterpart? How are they feeling on the heart space for their divine counterpart? What are they wishing for the connections at this time? What is the action being taken at this time? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution? These cards are tough to shuffle. What is the direction the connection is going in the near future? And some clarifiers. Okay. All right, so what are the conscious thoughts of the masculines? Oh, so much emotion welling up. Prince of Swords, they want to talk. There is a deep, I'm hearing urge, recognition. I'm hearing unfathomable. It's hard to put into words what they want to say emotionally right now. And then the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. There's so much untapped potential that the Divine Masculines have welling up. A lot of emotion, a lot of, it's not the fiery passion, but it's this poetry. It's like liquid poetry. It's the nature of existence. It's that stuff that if you could bottle it and sell it, you'd make $1 million. Divine masculines are really starting to see. I'm hearing primordial waters, this ancient wisdom that they hold, that I'm hearing the masculines say, I wish the world was a better place. I wish the world was a better place. The 7 star sisters are the Pleiadians, the Pleiades, and as the star-seeded legend goes, the Pleiadians are the ones that seeded us on Earth, and they are our closest star relatives, and so the torch is being bared and passed. The tapestry of life, the expression, it's time for the divine masculines to be this conduit of the living water, the living lifeblood, and to become the new elders I just heard. So this is the deeper purpose, the wisdom divine masculines, but divine feminines, your divine masculines are so inspired by this relationship. They have often felt the shoes were too big, that the calling was too large. But they're starting to feel that the world's going to hell in a handbasket, I just heard, and that you, divine feminine, are someone that doesn't feel that about the world. You are someone that has this resilience. There's something so cosmic about you, divine feminine. And your divine masculine is starting to see that maybe it's not worth going down with the ship. Maybe they can start talking about the things that they see that they've held back, that they haven't shared because they haven't wanted to seem crazy. What do they have to lose, I just heard? The divine masculines are about to crack. The divine is about, or the dam is about to. I just accidentally said the divine, so possibly there's something of divine timing at play, but the dam is about to open the floodgates. There is another motion towards expression here, a motion the masculines have never stepped into fully. So remember, our divine counterparts are as genius, aware, capable, insightful as we are divine feminines. Remember that. It is the masculine feminine polarity. It's a perfectly complementary duo. What can we see for the masculine's feelings on the heart space? 2 of crystals, 2 of cups. They're balancing out, making the changes in the physical to do this love justice, to honor this love. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. They're resting up. They're setting a new foundation for self-care, self-love. Bravo, divine masculines. I just heard nobody can take more than I have to give if I have enough to give. Gee, I have to become someone who has it in me to give. What have I been doing? I'm exhausted. So divine masculines are realizing they've been giving to the wrong scenarios. They've been going, burning the candle at both ends. They haven't been giving to scenarios wholeheartedly. They're turning this watering their garden in on themselves because they want to be somebody that can truly sustain a long-term path. Commitment is an inside job, I just heard. What are the divine masculines wishing for these connections? They're wishing to bring themselves out of this trapped, powerless energy, out of separation, out of the cold. They don't want to keep themselves in no man's land anymore. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Being segregated, out in the cold, distant, must go. It doesn't feel good. They don't have time for that anymore. They don't understand anymore why that's the answer. The avoidant, dismissive disassociation. They want to re-engage with life. I'm hearing, it makes no sense to me why my divine feminine is so loving and all I do is push that away. I'm hearing, what is wrong with me? Why am I like that? Who would do such a thing? So divine masculines are wanting to let the love in. And they're wanting to let go of all of the things that they've been giving to in exchange for true nurture, kindness, love, authenticity. With the Eight of Swords, they know they've been holding themselves back. In the reverse, they know it's up to them to re-engage with good old-fashioned sweetness, authenticity. I'm just feeling it like rushing in. It might be that waterfall of emotion from the King of Cups, like just kind of hitting them. What is the action the masculines are taking at this time? Oh wow, Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Rest, integration, life review, looking at the past, pulling the love out of it, meditating on their truth, finding their truth. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Oof, I just got hit with the anger this card is talking about. I need a minute. So divine masculines need a minute right now. They need a minute to say, what is wrong with me? Why am I the way I am? Why do I care so much about the wrong things? Why am I so fragile? Why am I so afraid? Why am I have to be so tough? Why do I have to be so strong? Why do I have to keep my shit together? Why do I have to be the one that does that all the freaking time? Divine masculines are saying they don't need that anymore. They're softening to let love in. Vulnerability, divine masculines. It's okay to admit that you've been trying to look like you've had it all figured out and that you haven't. It's okay. That transparency, that vulnerability is such strength. Softening to love, softening to your feminine, softening to letting people understand where you're coming from, how you're really doing, how it really feels, what you're really thinking. Divine masculines are giving themselves permission to own it. And they're saying no. They want the real deal now. They don't care. They don't care what that looks like. They're done with fake. Done with fake. I'm going to light a candle for the masculines. Where is my lighter? I don't know where my lighter is. I'm going to light a candle for the divine masculines. This candle vigil on Halloween. For the real divine masculines, the real grounded, practical love. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? Hearing the call of divine guidance, true empowerment, not buying into the egoic, false empowerments, the status, the image, the allure, the lust, the insatiable, the gaudy, but grounding, empowering, aligning, exuding, vibing, living the Tao, embodiment. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, you weird divine masculines. Face your true north. That's your North Star. Follow your own internal compass, Divine Masculines. Only you know who you are. Only you will be satisfied being who you are. I'm hearing Sly in the Family Stone. Everybody is a star. I can feel it when you shine on me. I used all of my tarot cards that have to do with stars and star seeds because I'm clearly an alien today. Divine Masculines, you are here for a grand purpose, and there is no one. You are a leader. You are meant to only exude your uniqueness. You're not meant to emulate a cookie cutter carbon copy of anybody else. You are meant to be a trailblazer, an innovator, and that means nothing needs to be conventional. Think of all of the people who inspire, who set trends, who are so charismatic and potent, they influence. You Divine Masculines are meant for that. You are all so absolutely extraordinary. That's the challenge though, is embracing the self with unconditional love. What is the solution? Eight of Pentacles, doing the work, specializing, letting the emotions come to the surface and inform, letting it all come to light, allowing it. And you've got the love. Codependency and boundaries in the reverse. So Divine Masculines, you get to decide what zaps your energy, stills your energy, and what gives to you, what pours love into you, where love comes from. I have a sneaky suspicion that your Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, is somebody that actually loves you. You get to decide. There are lots of stigmas on these journeys, lots of at-odds energies where it does come down to choosing the love found in these connections or following the crowd, the expected norm. Divine Masculines, what are your emotions telling you about where the love lays on these journeys? You've got the love, but don't be codependent. It's your chance now, Divine Masculines, to say, I want to do it my way. What is the direction of these connections? Abundance, the world, ascension, overcoming, Empress, Divine Feminine, alignment, allowing the water to be, you know, like the phoenix is from the ashes and the fire, the passion. This is that King of Cups, allowing the abundance to be transmuted from the intensity, from the overwhelm, from the too much, the something's got to give, to this whoosh, rise of abundance, the true path. And fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Cuddle puddle, look at that. It is a puddle, and there's a cuddle happening in the puddle. So Divine Masculines, you're not weak for feeling like your divine counterpart is home. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. We really are in a realm of dualities, and there's a lot of intensity that we go through to step into our authentic expression. Divine Masculines, you're on the verge of really hitting it out of the ballpark here with showing the world what a you is. And that includes the very unique unions that come together in these divinely orchestrated alignments. Okay, and many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.